You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jill Wagner. Rex Heuermann's defense attorney is looking to challenge the DNA evidence being used against him. Virginia Huey has the details.
Dressed in a dark suit with his hands handcuffed, accused Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann appeared stoic at a hearing as his case inches closer to setting a trial date. The prosecution said they handed over 99.9% of raw data extracted from more than 400 electronic devices to Heuermann's lawyers.
It's a tremendous amount of information. We are pumping out an extraordinary amount of discovery.
It's part of the mountain of evidence seized when investigators combed through Heuermann's home and other properties. Prosecutors said they've also handed over the last of the DNA evidence in the 6 killings Heuermann has been charged with.
We're having it analyzed ourselves.
Heuermann's defense attorney, Michael Brown, said he plans to challenge the admissibility of the DNA evidence at a Fry hearing in the spring, calling the new nuclear DNA faulty and unproven.
They shouldn't come into evidence because their lab is not accredited. They're not a forensic accredited crime lab. There's no science behind it in the sense of it has not been peer reviewed.
Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney conceded that a Fry hearing is necessary.
I think what's clear is, it's never been used in New York State before, so there is this requirement that you have to have a Fry hearing to make sure that it's a generally accepted and proper technology.
61-year-old Heuermann of Massapequa Park is charged with the murders of the so-called Gilgo Four and 2 others killed in 1993 and 2003. Each of the victims had been involved in sex work. Heuermann pleaded not guilty to all charges.
He's anxious to get to trial.
Brown said he plans to file motions to separate the first 4 charged killings from the others and pursue a change of venue.
That's something we're going to have to explore in the sense of, can we get a fair and impartial jury here in the county? Where do I hope it would be? The trial itself? Mars. I don't know.
Heuermann will be back in court for his next pretrial hearing on December 17th. The judge said he may set a trial date at that time. For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
You can read the latest on the Gilgo killings investigation on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A former FBI agent and EMS official has been charged with allegedly having nearly 20 illegal weapons. The Queens District Attorney says that illegal ghost guns and assault rifles were among the 18 firearms taken from his home and a storage unit in Port Washington. The 53-year-old faces 25 years in prison if he's convicted. A popular catering hall on Long Island was damaged in a fire. Crews were seen today cleaning up the Coral House in Baldwin. The catering hall owner says the fire started on a rooftop patio. There was damage to the floor, walls, and windows, but the owner says that the hall should be back to normal on Thursday. A former One Direction singer has died. Reports say that Liam Payne fell from a hotel balcony in Buenos Aires. There are no details on how this happened at this time. He was 31 years old. The town of Hempstead has approved a 12% tax increase. It is the town's biggest property tax hike since 2011. The town's 2025 budget is $549 million, which is a 5% increase from 2024. Only in Newsday, the Amityville School District has dropped its lawsuit over the state's Native American mascot ban. Board members have recently expressed concern over rising legal fees. The superintendent says the replacement for its warrior name will include input from students, staff, and the community. 4 other districts on Long Island still have active lawsuits relating to the state's ban. Some residents in Melville are pushing back against a proposed Starbucks. A Jericho-based developer is looking to convert 2 properties on Route 110 into a retail space and a Starbucks drive-through. This would require zoning changes from the town.
This proposal, this change of zone, is just so inconsistent with our neighborhood and what it would do to our neighborhood's safety, the character of the neighborhood, is just devastating.
More than 100 people have signed petitions against the rezoning. An attorney for the developer says the company is offering sound buffers, including trees and fences. The historic Milleridge Inn has reopened. The Jericho restaurant has upgraded its dining room with new lighting, floors, and furniture. There's also some upgrades to the menu, including a BLT salad, fried salmon bites, and turkey gumbo. Davante Adams is expected to make his debut for the Jets this weekend. Interim coach Jeff Ulbrich says he's anticipating that the star receiver will play on Sunday against the Steelers. Adams was acquired from the Raiders on Tuesday. The Yankees are gearing up for Game 3 against the Guardians. Newsday Yankees beat reporter Eric Boland has more in Cleveland.
The Yankees lead the American League Championship Series 2-0, heading into Thursday night's Game 3 here at Progressive Field. The Guardians working out behind me on the field. The Yankees earlier today worked out at Yankee Stadium and then boarded a plane for the short flight, about an hour and a half to Cleveland. They did the same thing, incidentally, in the division series. After Game 2, they worked out on the off day in New York and then flew to Kansas City and, of course, took care of business in Games 3 and 4 in Kansas City to move on to the championship series. And the Yankees hope not to be playing another game at Yankee Stadium until the World Series if they can win 2 out of the 3 games here in Cleveland. The numbers are certainly in their favor since baseball went to 7-game series. In the history of those 7-game series in the postseason, teams going ahead 2-0 have won 76 out of 91, or 83.5% of the time. For the Yankees going to the mound, it'll be Clark Schmidt. He'll be opposed by Matthew Boyd of the Guardians. And the Yankees, coming into the series, seem to have an advantage pretty much everywhere on the field. The one exception being the bullpen. Cleveland had the best bullpen in the majors all season long, but you have to get a lead for the bullpen to be effective. You can't protect a lead that you don't have, and one of the keys in this series so far, and the Yankees certainly hope to duplicate it tomorrow night, is to get a lead early on and negate the advantage that Cleveland has in the bullpen. It'll be cold here in Cleveland tomorrow night for Game 3. First pitch temperature probably about 50 degrees, the low 37. Reporting from Progressive Field in Cleveland, this is Eric Boland for Newsday TV.
A unique home in Suffolk is on the market. It's built into a hillside and has greenhouse-like features. Rachel Weiss has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
This contemporary home in Northport has a few surprises inside, but it was built into a hill, so you'll have to head up there to find out. With 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, the house is on the market for $769,000.
People have been saying that it is a very, very unusual home. It's not a cookie cutter. They haven't ever seen one that's laid out like this and with the vision of 3 full floors from this level.
Some standouts: a wooden tub, the backyard waterfall, and this greenhouse-like porch.
This greenhouse room faces east, so you get the sunrises, which is extra special in my book. Being in here for all seasons, whether you're looking at the rain or the snow or the sunrise or stargazing, it gives you a connection to nature that is, to me, unbelievable.
The furnishings will be included in the sale of the house, most of which comes from Romania.
It's warm and cozy, but yet has an expansive feel also. We're situated between the beaches and Northport Village, which is the quaintest, historic waterfront village that I've ever been in.
And you can take it all in from the view up top. Rachel Weiss for Newsday TV.
You can read more about this Northport home on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And now let's take a look at your Long Island weather. It is getting cooler out there. Tonight, highs in the low 40s, and tomorrow should be partly cloudy with highs in the 50s. And here's a closer look at tomorrow. It is going to be cool at the bus stop in the morning. And here's a look at your 7-day forecast.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Jill Wagner. Thank you for joining us.